Good morning, second graders. So, this week in reading, we're going to be talking about wants and needs. And if we were in class, we would be reading this book. It's called A Field Guide to Your Community. It's all about different jobs and a community and what it takes to make a community. So what I did is I scanned in a few pages of this, and we're going to go through and read it together. And then you're going to be able to go back and reread the books and rewatch the videos about the job that you've chosen and decide whether the contributions that job makes, if they are needs or wants for the community. So let's go ahead and get started with our reading. So, for much of this book, we're going to be thinking about geographical communities. And now remember, a community is a place where people live, work, play, and help each other. We talked a lot about this in the fall. We talked about the different kinds of communities, rural, urban, and suburban. And that's what we're going to be looking at a little bit more in the next few weeks. These are groups of people who are considered a community because they live in the same place. They may not know each other or have much else in common, but when people live in the same place, they have things they all care about. For example, if there's a fire, who should they call? Where should they build the new park? Who is going to pay for the things they all want, like schools, trash collection, hospitals, roads, and stop signs? These are a few examples of wants and needs that the people who live in a community have to decide how to handle together. Needs are things we can't live without. Wants are things that we would like to have but could live without. Let's take a closer look at the wants and needs of geographical communities. Needs are things we must have to stay alive. Humans need food, water, clothes, a safe place to live, education, and transportation. Goods. Needs that are physical things that we can buy at a store, like food and clothes, are called goods. Geographical communities have to have ways for people to get these goods, whether they grow them, make them, buy them in a store, or order them online. Geographical communities without enough grocery stores are called food deserts because people who live there don't have an easy way to buy fresh, healthy food. Utilities. Not all needs are goods. People need electricity or gas to heat their homes and run their stoves. They need water to drink, cook, and wash. Needs like electricity, gas, and water are utilities. It takes a lot of people working together in each geographical community to make sure people have access to these utilities. So this is called a hierarchy of needs, and this is something teachers learn a lot about. So you need to have all of these levels like physical needs, safety, love, belonging, before you can get these bigger things like esteem, which is things like respect, and self-actualization, which is dreams and goals. But really we're going to be looking at these physical needs and safety. And those are really what we're looking at right now. Services, education, childcare, healthcare, public safety, and transportation are some of a community's needs that are services. Services are things that people do to help each other, to help other people. Teachers help children learn what they need to know to succeed in life. Doctors and nurses take care of people who are sick or hurt. Human beings are social beings. That means we need to have relationships with other people to be happy, healthy, and successful. Many communities provide ways for their members to get to know each other. They may offer forms of recreation, like a community theater or sports teams. They may form groups that clean up the trash or build houses for the homeless. These activities bring people together from all over the community, giving them a chance to build friendships. When we become friends with the people in our community, we build compassion and trust. People who care about and trust each other are more likely to work together for the good of their shared community, no matter how alike or different they are. Wants. Wants are things we would like to have but don't need. Wants include things like smartphones, new cars, and vacations. These things may make us feel happy and comfortable, but we don't really need them to survive. Some things are wants, even though they may seem like needs. A chocolate candy bar is food, but it's not the kind of food that helps us live and grow. That makes it a want. While we need the right clothes for the weather where we live, the clothes from the most expensive store in town are also a want. And then you can see here how most people spend their money, but we're not really going to worry about that right now. So let's review before you go and do your own research. So remember, needs are things we must have to stay alive. Things like food, a place to live, electricity, running water, clothes and shoes, and to be safe and taken care of. And wants are things we would like but do not need. Things like toys, tablets and phones, games, TV. I forgot to put things like vacation on here. If you have any other needs and wants, go ahead and add them in a response on Seesaw. If you can think of something else that I might have missed, have fun researching and rewatching the videos and books. Make sure you fill out that graphic organizer and have an awesome day.